are late.
How was your flight?
Made it to Mexico.
How many times have you been in Mexico?
3?
This is my second time.
Second? I've never been to Cabo though. Apparently this is like the bougie place.
I've been to Tulum, the jungle gym. What's going on up here?
Don't look too close.
Let's go. Whoa, hey, what's that over there?
Yeah, there's a line they missed.
I'm getting Dr. Khan's beard gene therapy. I'm getting little stem cells right here to clean
Are you
up.
actually?
It's not a stick. Like, see, it says a little better. I need a little.
You're not actually, are you?
No, it's not an option. What do you think is, definitionally speaking, less natty? Taking testosterone or modifying your genetics to inhibit your myostatin production?
It's not about what is factual. It's about perception. So testosterone is less natty. People perceive it to be less.
I can,
And it works way better.
I could see that from a perceptual standpoint, but you could also argue that, like, fundamentally re-engineering your DNA to be able to build more muscle is like at a unnatty on a more fundamental
Yeah,
level.
but if you told people you took some peptide like follistatin and it helped you put on muscle, they'd be okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but Chris, let's speak outside of the realm of perception. Let's speak truth.
Okay, testosterone is way better.
So you're not natty.
Of course, natty.
Okay. Well, I might not be after this trip. We have this nice little helicopter device to prevent the flies from coming.
They're still coming.
We have a newly rejuvenated Christopher from a follicle status on the scalp with his sea bass, some pasta. I have some sea bass, some pasta. We're gonna share this burger, some sweet potatoes. We were munching away at some guacamole. This orange juice is fresh squeezed. This water does have no parasites in it. That water is just blue as could be. Enjoy the view. See, you're pulling into my thing over there. God, you try something serious.
What is this hand flip?
I'm not slipping.
I'm cheating.
I'm trying to roll on you. So like instead of going in, I'm getting maximum height and going that way. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna go in the sauna in the 70-degree cold plunge. You gotta do it responsibly.
You have a whoop on your ankle?
Fuck yeah, dude. Whoops are great. I have an elite HRV.
Yeah, mine was trash, so I stopped wearing it.
How trash was your HRV? Do you remember what it was?
Remember when I had mold in my house?
Yeah.
It was like in the 30s. Yeah.
That's like
I was trying to off-season for the Olympia with an HRV of 36 to 40.
if one variable changes in your environment, like you won't be able to adapt. You'll have to go to the ER.
Me?
Yeah.
At that point?
With that point, it's so bad.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I was already fucking mold poisoned, so. You gonna throw more shit on the ground? What is this?
This
You
is.
think I'm a 3XL?
Yeah.
I'm small, bro. I'm an XL in the pants.
Are you?
Yeah.
I just.
What the fuck is this?
I just ordered the biggest size that they have on the website just to see what it looks like out of curiosity. It's the next day. It's around breakfast time, like 7-ish a.m., maybe a little later, 7:30. And we're gonna get some oxygen therapy. But yeah, prior to this procedure, the doctor has recommended several protocols that are basically, the whole idea of them is to minimize inflammation as much as possible and just, to speak simply, just be as healthy and uninflamed as you possibly can going into the procedure. And one of those things that we're gonna do is hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which is where you're basically in a chamber that has 100% pure oxygen, and there might even be like a pressurizing component to it, meaning there's like so much of it that your ears are popping, like Chris said, which I doubt, not that I doubt, which I hope is not the case. So yeah, so we're doing the oxygen therapy. We've taken certain peptides leading up to the procedure, BPC 157, and thymosin beta 4, fragment 1 to 4, SS31. This one interesting supplement by the company, qualia. I think it's called senoleic or senolay or something like that. Apparently you take it like 2 days before the procedure, and it gets rid of all old senescent cells in your body. Chris decided to fuck up his protocol and get really, really sick a few days before, which might render his entire therapy completely useless and ineffective.
Waste of money.
Which was a really irresponsible decision to just choose to get so sick. I definitely didn't decide to get that sick. I stayed healthy, and hopefully the procedure will work a little bit better for me. But this is also his 4th time getting it, so he's just like, he doesn't, any of his original DNA is just vaguely there.
I am literally a GMO.
Did Ronnie Coleman for certain have deficient myostatin? Because I've obviously heard about the, you know, the Belgian Blue Bull and like Big Ramy and stuff, but Ronnie for sure is also myostatin down.
I don't know.
Didn't you tell me that?
No.
Some big guy told me that.
I presume anyone who has the ability to get to 300 pounds of muscle, even using anabolics, has some spectrum of myostatin.
The man, the myth, the legend. That is a big tank. That is a whole lot of oxygen. Can't bring our phones, can't bring our cameras, can't bring anything inside. And we're gonna be there for just about an hour. It's roughly this big, right? You can see from the outside. And then we get in, there's just one couch, one little chair. It's like a little space capsule that we're about to just leave the atmosphere. Very just, you know, NASA looking. But yeah, that's gonna be our next hour in the oxygen capsule. And we're gonna put all our stuff away in here and see you on the other side. Right now, just coming out, I definitely feel good, but the best way that I would describe it is there's just this sense of lightness. Like I feel light. I don't know, just I just feel lighter. How do you feel, Christopher?
I feel a little refreshed. I cracked my neck really good in there. That was the best part.
It'll be interesting to get a workout in as soon as possible to see if there's any, I don't know, endurance or any other benefits from training right after.
What was that one flavor we did call?
Was that to failure? Was it?
Yeah.
It was more to failure than Chris said no, Chris, I did it. Because you assisted me, that means a definitional failure.
Yeah. I didn't technically.
You took, no. Technically.
I didn't want you to stop.
Any touch is technical.
It's not failure.
Yes, it is.
Not technically.
Chris, yes.
I think you can push through it by trying to help you a little bit at your sticking point, so you can keep your emotion.
But the fact that you needed to help me without your assistance, it's failure. Then why'd you assist me?
I thought you were going to go.
You're a bad spot. You're an inexperienced bad spot.
I am just saying that wasn't complete failure. But that
Because of you.
That was close to. Remember?
Because of you. All right. knees on the floor after this one.
I don't want to move it.
I want your,
I'm up there right now.
I want your rotator cuffs tied together with a ball of yarn inflamed. Come on, 7 more. 1. 2. That was literally all me. That was like 3 reps of deadlifts.
You told me to keep going.
I was literally at the bottom. That was closer to failure than I said. Closer.
You failed before I did the control it again.
Oh my god.
Closer.
No, that was a little closer than yours.
I don't know.
By a hair.
That was the closest.
Shit. It's a good flaw, though.
I don't know why. I never do that.
You're good then.
I don't believe it, bro.
Dude, I'm literally in the back position, right? Keep it light. No, lighten it up. Keep it light, keep it. Yeah. Everything you got. Fuck. I don't think it's that dangerous. I think we just go for a swim. I'm gonna be streaming what you're seeing on my laptop so I can walk you through. It's a MacBook Air.
You have an Air?
Fuck, you have an
I
Air.
thought you had the big one.
I do, but not when I travel. I mean, that shit's powerful as fuck and it's portable and sleek and nice. So, when I walk you through, I'm gonna walk you through some shit, like basic, like features, like how I use it. Then I'm gonna give you some fucking experiences you'll never forget.
Can you like control it while I'm wearing it?
No, but I could see what you're seeing, so I could explain to you what to do.
On your laptop?
Yeah, what's that?
On your laptop?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be streaming it to my laptop screen. But after you get the gist, I won't need to.
I don't know what your code is.
What is it? What is it?
Don't worry about it. I know.
Yeah, I know I don't need to worry about it because you can't do reverse fucking.
You look like fucking Schmeagol right now.
Schmeagol? What's a Schmeagol?
All Gollum? Didn't you just watch fucking...
I did, but I don't look anything like him. I look like a Legolas with a haircut and like some futuristic goggles on my
Bro,
face.
you look like fucking Schmeagol with your weird eyes.
It's not Schmeagol, it's Smeagol.
Schmeagol.
It's not there's no sh.
Whoa.
It's Smeagol.
Wow.
What's the access code again? What?
Holy shit, they're heavy.
Are you kidding me? You're the only... Dude, head up. Okay. Now it's going to align your eyes.
Whoa. That's crazy already. Tap?
Yep.
So it knows what my fingers are doing?
Exactly, yep.
How does it know? What if I have my fingers?
No, the cameras need to see your fingers, obviously. But it knows where your eyes are looking. It knows where your eyes are looking. You look at each thing and you fucking click it. Calibrate your eyes.
How does it do that?
It's wild. It knows exactly where you're looking.
That's creepy.
We'll just use weight.
I missed that one.
If you think this is fucking cool, you're going to lose your mind. To swipe between pages, pinch and swipe like that. Yep. Now, open up Safari.
Oh my god, it's following my eyes.
Okay.
That's like creepy. It's like
So,
it's controlling my brain.
The button on the top left right there, just look at it and
Which
click
one?
it. Yeah, where I'm pointing.
You're not pointing at anything.
Yeah, I am. See my finger pointing at
That
the
one?
button? Yep, that's it. Now,
How do you know what you're pointing at?
because look, I can see you on the
Oh,
screen.
you can see your hand.
Yeah, that's how I'm navigating you. How wild is it that, first of all, that tab stays in 3D space?
That's crazy.
This is how I'm filming. It's so funny. Okay, now, first of all, why is it at the ceiling? Why are you putting the shit at the ceiling? Fucking.
You told me to move it somewhere.
Okay, put it lower.
Have you ever done like 1,000? Just fuck with yourself?
But here's what's crazy. You could set them up all over your room, and then you could literally leave your room, come back, and they'll stay exactly where you left off. You could interact with the page by looking with your eyes and then pinch and scrolling, or you could physically walk up to the virtual image and interact with it like an iPad like you are now. Don't watch anything yet. Just right now, I'm just showing you how the tabs move. I'm saving the experiences for last. And open up Encounter Dinosaurs.
It's kind of scary. It's like fuzzy, but like it looks real.
Yeah. See that butterfly? Stick your hand out. Stick your hand out. Stick your hand out. He'll come to you. Let it land. Let it land. Let it land. No, don't move your hand. Don't scare it. Don't scare it. It's just there.
If I felt something, I'd shit myself. That's crazy. What if
Now don't be mean.
I don't know.
Channel your femininity. Whoa.
You have no arms?
It's a fucking T-Rex. He's like you on stage. He doesn't have the remote arms.
It looks small.
Look up at him. And then you can move your head side to side. He's just there. Like you could even move like on this axis. Like see? You see him like that.
Why is there good thought sometimes?
Flip it upward. Now with your index finger, like Iron Man, choose a color. How fucked is that?
3D.
Literally 3D and it reacts to lighting reflections as well.
Why
So
does it like fade though? See, like I have to move really slow.
yeah, no, it could be glitchy. You might not like your fingers.
Wow, that's horrible. That's crazy. This is fucking incredible.
Right?
Holy shit.
Can you fucking imagine? And we haven't even started the 3D films.
This is literally the quality of a theater.
Better.
Yeah, you can't tell. Bro, the better this gets, our society's fucked. People are gonna live like this. Like, why would you... People who like be on their phones all the time are just gonna have like 7 movies on, Instagram open. Where's the sound's coming from too?
Here.
It sounds like it's coming from speakers.
I know.
I can just picture you in an economy like, just whoa! Oh shit.
You drop the tab over there somewhere?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Pick up your tabs. Don't leave a mess. Thoughts, impressions,
Pretty legit.
expectations versus reality. Go with it.
I had high expectations. I told you, I'm not a hater of it. A lot of people are being initial haters of this. So I had good expectation, but they met it, you know?
Met it or slightly exceed or just met? Exceeded by 10%.
Exceeded a little bit, for sure.
Yeah. Christopher, how was our dinner? Did you learn anything new?
I learned how to play chess. And we drew.
We made a legal draw. It was very...
Legal draw.
Chris's endgame intuition is quite...
My first time ever playing chess. So technically speaking, I'm better than you.
All right, so I woke up and I don't know why, but for some reason, I just could not fall asleep last night despite being so sleep deprived. I stayed up until I think about 4 a.m. So couldn't sleep, got like 3-4 hours of sleep tops. Definitely don't feel the most awake, but it is what it is. Today's finally the big day. Today, I'm getting my stem cells done.
This is for you, and this is for you. They are in Spanish, but here is an English version if you want to read them.
Okay, I'm going to give you your top up for your FST. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Did the needle look like that every time?
Health issues are you hoping to address with Dr. Khan?
All right, so I'm hoping to address a few health issues and just a few overall goals of health. Mainly, I have an autoimmune disease, and stem cells are really good at decreasing inflammation, really good in the immune system, and kind of keeping that at bay. So when I saw Dr. Khan last year, with the healthiest I'd ever been afterwards, and I just want to keep up with all that, make sure I'm staying ahead of everything. Also, as a bodybuilder, I put my body through a lot of stress, there's a lot of inflammation, a lot of joint pain, a lot of this, a lot of that. So hoping in the efforts that Dr. Khan is putting into me, that the stem cells also help kind of mitigate the inflammation, overall health, keep my bodies and my system, my organs, everything running as effectively as possible.
I've had a shoulder injury for many, many years. Same thing with my lower back, and I've done so many different kinds of physical therapy. I've done rehabs. I've tried different kinds of medications, and nothing moved the needle in any meaningful way. I still had residual inflammation, residual pain, and I just haven't been able to train just the way I wanted to. I'm like heavily limited in the gym, so I'm really looking forward to addressing my shoulder, addressing my back. But despite those two areas that have structural damage, I'm really looking forward to just overall systemic health and wellness, because since getting COVID, I just kind of haven't quite felt the same. After I've been getting sick more frequently, I've been more fatigued. So I'm just interested to see how stem cells can just overall revitalize my entire body everywhere and just make me feel significantly better and healthier.
How long have, like, since you had COVID for? Like, what?
I got it like 2-3 years ago, and a little later than everyone else got it, and I was just waiting any day, any week for it to go away, and like for a whole year I was just like very off, like tired, couldn't train, I was like dissociating out of my body, I felt like horrific.
Was that, you only got COVID, like, only the once?
That was the only time that I got it like tested to confirm that I had it, but I'm sure I've had like the newer variant several times after. It didn't last quite as long, but like, yeah, for me, like I had like asthma as a kid, so like I had like respiratory weakness, so it fucked me pretty bad.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm very, very sleep deprived. Very. Slurring my words. Just super tired.
Perfect. Whenever they have the IV, we're just gonna put your cells and all the good stuff, and I'll just keep you here, alright?
Beautiful.
Dorime, interrimo ad appare dorime, ameno, ameno, lanciremo, dorime, ameno, o mandare imperavi, ameno, dimere, mantiremo, ameno. O manare imperavi, monare, ameno, o manare imperavi, monare, ameno, ameno dore, ameno dorime.
So this is the interspinous and supraspinous ligaments. Ligaments connect bone to bone, and you can see when she presses on it, there's no gapping or compression of it. But then now you'll see where he was tender on examination. Now she presses, you see how it actually, you see that little block there, that it's actually kind of getting compressed and not stabilizing the area as it should. So that's a sign that his ligament actually has some damage to it. And this is the key with using high resolution ultrasound. We can find these small damages that are missed on MRI, and we're going to use PRP because that helps stimulate stronger ligaments. It's a form of prolotherapy.
As we go down to this disc is a little bit shorter than that one. And as we go down in the spine, the discs are supposed to get thicker, actually. They shouldn't be less thick. So he's lost some disc height in the L4-5 disc, and he's lost some disc height in the L5S1 disc. And we're seeing this nuclear material come out towards the annulus, which is an abnormal finding.
All right, so I just woke up from my procedure. Definitely way less pain than I would have originally thought, but I'm obviously gonna explain this a lot more like later on in the video myself, or just like hearing it from the doctor like directly. So what do we do for me?
Yeah, so this is called a multi-targeted orthobiologics approach. So it's a fancy word for basically saying we're using different regenerative substances to inject into your joints, your discs, your ligaments, and your nerves. And the reason is because we're trying to achieve different things. So for example, like we were talking about, his ligament around his L4, L5 area was kind of lax, meaning it's not supporting the spine the way it should be. So we injected PRP for that because we wanted to cause inflammation to become stronger. But then we use stem cells for his facet joints. And the facet joints, they can become arthritic and degenerative. And unfortunately, he does have a little bit of that, so we went with stem cells into there. And then into the disc, we use engineered exosomes called Muse exosomes. And the reason is they're stress enduring, so they survive better. And the disc is a harsh environment because it's hypoxic, it's inflamed, so that way they're going to survive, stick around longer, and reduce inflammation, and help to repair and regenerate some of the tissue.
And you, I think we've spoken before, you've noticed that, like, paradoxically, like, you found that injecting exosomes into the disc is like safer and more effective than stem cells.
Yes.
And you're one of the only people that has like, the second generation Muse exosomes, which
Yes.
is like way better.
Yes, we're the only ones as of now because we have exclusive licensing, but they are working on FDA approval because they want this to be available to everyone eventually. And that's really the key difference, because a lot of people think, oh, you have to do stem cells for everything. Stem cells are the best, but it's not always that simple, right? It's like sometimes you have to know all the different tools and how to use them. And that's why stem cells can actually be dangerous in the disc, because they don't survive. And if they don't survive, then you have dead cells and they cause more inflammation. And I've seen that happen to people at any stem cell clinic.
So other than the follicle therapy that I want to talk about, because that's revoking my natty part, so
Is it? I don't know.
Technically not, but
I don't think it does. It's not, because I told him about it.
did he think so?
He's like, no, it's not natty. I'm like, okay, so what's your definition? He's like, anything that gives you more benefits than creatine is not natty. That's the definition.
It's a very self-proclaimed definition.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
super subjective. That's like a whole philosophical.
Yeah.
We won't get into it for now. I don't even know if I'm going to include that. But anyway, so other than the follicle or beat out therapy, just stem cells, like stem cells, exosomes in back, stem cells, exosomes in shoulder,
Yeah.
and just like an IV of stem cells and exosomes as well. Was there like exosomes in the IV?
Yes, there was.
And that's just kind of clean
Yeah,
up. Fix
and we also use
everything.
peptides in the IV and then also in your shoulder. The reason peptides, because they enhance the effect of the stem cells, and then they also, because they work different signaling pathways, so they're complementary. I think people have heard of most of these, like VPC 157, which is like the repair Wolverine peptide, TB4s or TB500, and then GHK, which is copper peptide. The reason is because they all help with inflammation, oxidative stress, cellular function, essentially.
What about the placental implant?
Yeah, that's a cool one. So people have heard of NAD, but the problem, a lot of people do IV NAD, and it doesn't actually absorb into your cells. So it floats around, and it can actually make you nauseous. That's why people feel unwell when they do it. And then it actually doesn't do what it's supposed to, which is to help go in your cells, improve mitochondrial function, right? That's why people do NAD. But that doesn't work as well as you would think. So what this placental implant does is it boosts intracellular NAD. So basically helping your cells to produce more NAD on its own. And then that lasts for about 3 months. So you should feel a pretty good boost of energy. And by then, usually the follistatin and the IV, all that stuff should kick in.
But yeah, I just want to say, highly, highly, highly appreciative of you doing this procedure, especially in such a short notice. I'm very, very excited to see.
Yeah,
how it
no,
works
thanks
out
for
you.
coming down. Yeah, I'm
Yes.
looking forward to your results and getting you back into shredded shape, right?
Yeah, shredded pain-free shape. It's
Yeah.
going to be wonderful.
Yeah, cool.
Once again,
Yeah,
thank you very, very much.
All right, so we wrapped up our stuff. We came back to the hotel. We were probably here for about an hour and a half. That we've been home? No, because we ate maybe like 2 hours. We've been home in this hotel for about 1 to 2 hours since our procedure finished. Initially, when I woke up, definitely felt a little soreness in my back and a tiny amount in my shoulder. Now I can honestly say my back's completely fine. I feel zero pain. I watched some of the behind the scenes footage and they injected so much fluid, so many needles, that I wouldn't be surprised if I weigh like half a pound or if not a pound more just due to fluids in my back. But I don't feel them. I feel fine. Shoulder's like a little achy, but nothing substantial at all. And when it comes to like the light sedation anesthesia, I feel okay. I feel fine. Chris just had a very easygoing, just cashy cash, treating some chiropractic work.
If you come back with vengeance and your full strength and you go back to deadlifting 700 pounds, I'm taking full credit for forcing you to come on this trip with me.
Force? Chris, I booked your damn flights. Who forced who what?
You wouldn't have even known who this guy was if it weren't for me.
I knew he was. But anyway, we're gonna lay down on the beach, get some sun, relax a little bit. I'm gonna have my little liquid IV packet and I'm just gonna regenerate on the shore.
Good, David.
Knight to c6, defending this pawn, or you can respond with knight to f6, counterattacking the pawn in the center. But back in the day, they like to play d6. Now, this is obviously not a bad move. This
Fuck, it's the first night I got some sleep. Because.
First night you got some sleep at 9 a.m.?
Yeah. If you ate breakfast without me, I'm gonna break up with you right now.
Of course I did. 9 a.m.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's 9 a.m.
What do you mean it's 9 a.m.?
That's like
So you just left me to
12
fucking
PEST.
catabolize. Just kidding, I'm not catabolizing because I have 2 shots of follistatin
small,
and you
bro.
have 1.
I have 3
No, you don't.
overtime.
Yeah, but they're all like, you don't feel anything. You're a non-responder.
Really Lose all your muscle last day or something?
It's like the hair transplant. You lose all the hair first and it grows back bigger. It's the same with the follistatin. We made it, Christopher. We made it.
Careful what you...
The plane is still on the ground, but it seems like we're going
don't jinx it. It's what happened to me last time. I got on the plane safe for an hour and missed my connection.
Yeah, we need wheels up first.
Oh yeah, we do. You still use just like your regular iPhone with like the plain Wi-Fi on the plane? Or are you a dinosaur? You're living in the prehistoric era? What are you gonna read a book?
What are you gonna do, play with dinosaurs?
Yeah, I am. And in whatever terrain I want, I could be on the moon, I could be looking off a cliff, I could be anywhere. You're just gonna be sitting in this uncomfortable chair reading Man in Search for Meaning on your fucking black and white Kindle.
Accurate.
Welcome home. You're one of our nearly 70 million visitors. Welcome to the city.
Whoa, hey, follow Staten Lord. Take it easy. I didn't feel like I could do a 1 hour pull-up. I think I can.
No way.
I need to recover.
You're like a little brother, you know that?
No, you're the little brother who's got like less myostatin from his parents. Ah. What's this little facility we're in?
What?
That's anything other than little. What is this place?
This is the Raw HQ.
Is this where you keep all the...
A little bit of supplements, a little bit of energy drinks, a little bit of vitamins, a little bit of gym.
There might be something real special right about there. Little work day? Is this what you get paid to do? To just beef and rice?
Just eat beef and rice.
I got no leverage. Okay.
Ian's not moving.
Okay. Whoa, hey. Easy. Whoa, keep it friendly. Just relax, keep it friendly. No, relax, just relax.
Ash, don't relax.
Oh, we almost got him.
Don't relax.
Okay. All right, we go. Whoa, hey, how do you know about that? You're not supposed to know about that. You're one of the corporate guys.
Ash, stay focused.
Okay. Whoa. Okay, go for it. Go for the gigapin. Go for the, Oh, I got, laugh it off. Tickle. Okay, it's a draw.
Your transformation video, it launched your career.
It certainly did.
Why do you think that is?
Which is my absolute obsession, like most kids. Motivation to make it happen. And I think for people that are really, really insecure or feel like a certain kind of inadequacy in some kind of way, their brain kind of consciously or subconsciously formulates it as to, if I could attain a certain physiological state or a certain physical state, then all my problems will be solved and life will be better, right? Obviously that's not true. Everyone everyone that out. That's a great thing. So you're so convinced on that and you feel so inadequate in where you are that doing it is almost effortless. Then people will ask people like that once they achieve the results. They're like, how do you stay so motivated? But they had no other choice but to do that. At least that was the case for me. So
Put your arms up. Twist and then interlock your.
You're checking the mobility here is what you're doing.
No, put your thumbs together like this. And then now watch what I do very closely. And try and do it.
see that mobility, Matt?
Do that again.
Just turn it up. You just saw him do it.
You're doing something different.
He did.
Now, should we do it on top? Interlock your hands, and then so you gotta have your thumbs pointed down, and your thumbs are different lengths. So now, watch very closely what I do, and try to do it yourself. Do it again.
He just did it. I think we all saw how to. Oh, that's a good sign. That means you got them. We got to be even sneakier this time around.
You're gonna see.
Because you did it and then you unlocked it and you did it again.
She has inside information.
David did it to her before.
Okay, so.
Do it again.
Okay, so
Let's start
arms
together.
out. And twist your hands. And then interlock.
Yeah.
Now, no, you're not. No, your thumbs aren't. Look, here.
Now, stop opening your hands.
She's a bad person to try. She doesn't know. She's trying.
That was perfect. That was perfect. When you let go and do the thumb thing, so smooth, so good.
I need water. My mouth is really
Did you try to do the marker one yet?
All right, so it's almost been a month since I got all my stem cells done, and a basic recap of everything that I got from Dr. Khan was I got an IV of 300 million stem cells along with exosomes. In my shoulder, I got some Warden's jelly stem cells, meaning that it like stays compact in that area and doesn't really go systemic to just maximize healing in that localized area, along with exosomes in the shoulder as well. My back was pretty complicated, so we went into the L4, L5, and L5S1 discs, and we injected exosomes into the discs. The reason we didn't go with stem cells, because a lot of clinics go with stem cells, is that it's actually very, very risky. It can work out, but if it doesn't, you basically have dead cells that sit in the disc, cause inflammation, cause problems. So it's just safer and more effective, believe it or not, to go with exosomes in the discs, at least for now, with the stem cells that are available at the minute. So 2 of my discs got exosomes in there. My facet joints around those same area had a little bit of arthritis and arthrosis, so we put some stem cells there along with some exosomes. That's going to clean that up. And we also found an interesting finding that I wasn't even aware of, which is that my lower back, when I touch it, it would always be tender, it would always be sensitive, and I didn't exactly know what that was. And it turns out that the ligaments in my lower spine are actually damaged. So we went with PRP into the ligaments. The reason we went for PRP as opposed to stem cells or exosome is because for ligaments specifically in that area, it's actually more optimal to cause a short-term spike in inflammation to accelerate the healing process. So that's what we did for the back. Did we do anything else for the back? Yeah, no, that was all we did in the back. And then I got follostatin gene therapy, which is super, super sick. And that's a new technology that's only been out for about a year. It's been researched for almost 10 years now. And basically how that works is, I'm sure you guys are familiar with myostatin, like the less myostatin you have, the more muscle you could build, because the myostatin is basically a biological limiter switch on how much muscle you could build. So obviously if you inhibit that, you could build more muscle. And before follostatin gene therapy, the only way that you can get that done was by taking myostatin inhibitors. The most common methods would be follostatin peptides. And by the way, follostatin is the opposite of myostatin. So if myostatin is high, follostatin is low. Follostatin is high, then myostatin is low. Anyway, with the follostatin peptides in the past, they would be very, very expensive, and they would have a very short half-life of about up to 90 minutes. So you would have to take it every 90 minutes around a 24-hour clock to get some type of an effect. So just practically and financially, it's just not really realistic, not really convenient. But the gene therapy is just one injection using an E. coli bacterial vector, which will last up to 1 to 2 years, which is super, super sick. And if for whatever reason you want that gene therapy out of your system, you take a very specific antibiotic called tetracycline, and that'll just kill switch, take it away, which I don't want to do for now because I feel great. Super quick, I forgot to add that follostatin gene therapy actually has a myriad of other health benefits outside of exclusively building muscle. Believe it or not, it actually won a world record, I believe, for singular intervention that can most radically decrease your biological age. For those of you who don't know, you have your chronological age, which is how many years you've been alive, and then your biological age is basically, virtually how old you are based on all your given health markers. So you could be 50 years old chronologically, and if you're super healthy, your biological age should be 30 or something like that. This one dude, he was like 80, 90 years old. After follostatin gene therapy, his biological age decreased by 60 years. Devin Larratt, the arm wrestler, he's a hyper responder. He also loves the follostatin gene therapy. But yeah, like I said, outside of just pure muscle building benefits, just reduces inflammation, has so many other benefits. I'm not gonna go into them right now. These chickens are genuinely out to get me. And the last thing that I got was something called the placental implant. As Dr. Khan mentioned, basically it's 2 injections that go right here. And long story short, it just boosts intracellular NAD production for about 3 months, just gives you more energy, and just NAD is a wonderful thing. So how do I feel? basically, here's how I describe it. Prior to getting the stem cells, for like years almost, the way that I've felt when I train is I really need all the stars to be aligned for me to even remotely have a good workout, right? If some variables are off, food, sleep, or whatever it may be, I just don't have a good time in the gym. I just feel tired, lethargic, unmotivated, achy, painful. It just feels pretty bad. Since getting the stem cells, every workout that I've had has felt amazing. Even if I'm not like strong or I'm not like PRing on something, I'm able to very quickly enter a state where I just feel good. I have endorphins, flowing. I feel like my stamina's increased substantially. Long COVID hit me pretty hard, and asthma, I've had asthma since I was a kid, so just for me, the weakest chain in the link in my physiological armor would be my respiratory system. So that's definitely had some damage. And a cool thing about getting stem cells through an IV is a lot of them get stuck in the heart and in the lungs, which for me is obviously super beneficial because of my lungs. So like I said, way more endurance. I feel like I could breathe better regardless of my sleep, regardless of how much food I eat. Like every workout feels good again. I feel like, I'm like a young teenager where, your workouts just all feel great. That's what it feels like again. That's very, very sick. And when it comes to my shoulder, like just days after when I would get back into training, like super, super light stuff, like 10-pound dumbbell over my shoulder or, doing single arm, like lat movements or whatever, my left shoulder, which was injured, which I got worked on, is less painful and already stronger than my right shoulder. And now my right shoulder comparatively feels subpar, which makes me a little bit upset because I feel like I should have gotten my right shoulder done as well. But it's whatever. Left shoulder's feeling amazing. Lower back, it's also feeling better, but I'm just still massively erring on the side of caution. The last thing I want to do is get back into training too fast and load my spine way too quickly to potentially like re-injure. I really want to take a very long period of time and be very, very conservative to just maximize all that healing in that area. But yeah, so far everything feels amazing. The thing that I feel the best about is just having more energy throughout the day, feeling better, and being able to have amazing workouts no matter what. So a few other things I want to say to maximize my chicken is just coming after me right now. Jesus. What is he doing? My God. Okay. To maximize my recovery benefits, I'm doing a peptide protocol. So right now I'm taking BPC 157, thymosin beta 4. Get away from me. BPC 157, thymosin beta 4, and a GHKCU, SS31. Get the fuck away from me. Are you kidding me? Okay, this chicken is lost, it's mine. As I was saying, so yes, my post-procedure peptide stack is BPC 157, thymosin beta 4, GHKCU, and SS31. And I'm happy to announce that I've officially partnered with Transcend, and they're helping supply these peptides for me from official compounding pharmacies in the United States, like 100% purity. And they're also supervising my vitals. I'm getting my blood work done on a regular basis, which I'm super, super excited for. I'm definitely gonna stringently follow those protocols to just maximize all my regenerative benefits. But yeah, moral of the story, I feel absolutely wonderful. Very excited to start titrating up the intensity of my training. Definitely gonna keep you guys updated. And this tank that I'm wearing, it's a brand new Gymshark Collegiate tank, and that whole range is gonna be launching this week if you guys wanna check that out. Code David at checkout. But yeah, that's all for now. See you guys in the next one.